From a distance, it looks like snow. But in this Washington park, there's a flag for every single American killed by COVID. And each day, nearly 2,000 are added. Some write the names of their lost loved ones on the little flags.
We're in a very, very difficult situation. Just look at the numbers, look at the facts. They're staring us right in the face.
This is an incredibly powerful representation of the damage that's been done by the virus to this country. And I wish those Americans that don't believe in the virus could come and see this. But it is real, it's very real, and it's going out of control yet again.
In my 13 years of being a nurse, I've never experienced something that's been so difficult day after day, shift after shift. It's full of despair.
Salt Lake City is renowned for its spectacular setting, but the Utah capital is also battling one of the nation's fastest growing outbreaks of coronavirus that threatens to swamp already overloaded hospitals. Almost 400 people have died in this city alone, 800 in the state, and there are between 3,000 and 4,000 new cases every day.
It's a scramble, and it feels like we're, in some sort of a game, and it's overtime, and we're all exhausted, but we have to keep going because there's nobody else to come in and fill in.
As an intensive care nurse, Alicia Barker knows not all her patients will make it, but this COVID tsunami adds a cruelty at the very end of life.
I've held the iPad up for family members to, so they could FaceTime and watch their loved one as they're passing away. I've had a papper on and I've been, not able to touch my face or wipe my tears or wipe my nose.
And it's not just COVID patients that are dying. With ICU beds full because of the virus, it's meant people with other medical emergencies have missed out on life-saving treatment.
We have had instances where people were having a heart attack and they weren't able to get care in as timely manner as possible and likely have to live with some consequences of that.
My sister was my closest friend. Her relationship defined my life, and everyone that knows her. She has a small son. My mother is devastated, her parents. It's an incalculable loss. I miss her terribly, terribly. I don't want this for anyone.
When Stephanie Deer's sister Laurie had a heart attack at just 47, it took nearly 4 hours to find a hospital that could treat her. It was a fatal delay, and she died a few days later. Do you think your sister would be alive today if coronavirus had not been running out of control in your state?
I know that she would have. The doctor told me she would have.
If we don't stop the spread of this, it's not sustainable for healthcare workers.
We have to do our part.
But Stephanie Deer and Alicia Barker have joined a public campaign to encourage people to take the virus seriously.
Tonight, I'm declaring a new state of emergency to address hospital overcrowding and to protect intensive care unit capacity.
When Utah Governor Gary Herbert declared a state of emergency, restricting crowd sizes and imposing a modest mask mandate, not everyone was listening.
I wish that I could invite them into the hospital and to see how sick some of these patients are.
If Governor Herbert had his way, we would not go to her home, hug her loved ones, comfort them, or stand at their grave.
When you see those people, does that make you angry?
Yes, it does. It makes me very angry that they think this is a joke.
75-year-old Craig Eby survived the Vietnam War and a barroom stabbing, but 7 weeks in hospital fighting the virus felt like a battle he just might not win.
I had a doctor, we call him Dr. Doom, told me every day I was going to die. Said it to my face.
He's the one that said that you'll take him home on hospice. Yeah.
He was just an uplifter, let me tell you.
But instead of a funeral, Craig Eby was coming home. to a celebration of survival that astounded this father and grandfather.
I have been so overwhelmed. I had the fire department, the police department, and I'm like, where did all these people come from? I had no idea that was going to happen or go on, but they were so warm and loving and caring.
Where are you going, Dad?
Craig Eby is one of the lucky ones. The US has eclipsed the rest of the world, having just passed the staggering milestone of more than 12 million cases. Almost 200,000 people a day are being diagnosed, more than 250,000 have died. For tens of thousands, the vaccine will come too late. Their families' grief and a little white flag will mark a dark, cold winter of fear and despair.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 7:30's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.